So yes. So yes, Ghost of Tsushima, very much enjoying.
Really enjoying it. So good.
Yeah. And I got something else today under embargo, which I'm looking forward to playing, but probably means I'm going to have to stop playing Ghost of Tsushima to play that instead.
Can you tell me what it is?
I presume so. I just can't share any screenshots or footage or anything. It's Destroy All Humans.
Okay, the remaster.
Yes, which I did play originally and I really enjoyed. So I'm keen to see what they've changed, how they've improved it, and if they managed to sort of get the gameplay slightly more variety. I think it'll probably be my only complaint of the original, that it did the same things over and over again. Really weirdly, I can hear myself with like a 3-second delay.
Yeah, you can. It is. Because it's on YouTube. It's the desktop audio. I can't. I might be able to mute it. That would probably help. How do
That'd be
I
good.
share? What? Because it's a live thing. I can't share it.
What do you mean?
I can't share. There's no share option for your YouTube video.
Oh.
That's really weird.
Yeah, but there'll be a link. There's a tweet gone out, so there should be a link on that.
Yeah, I just need the. It's the.
Or just copy the URL at current time.
It's the code. Well, it's the code I need. It's the code, not the full URL. But I'll work with what I've got.
Is there usually a share option?
Yes.
That's very strange.
Usually there is. So it's really bizarre. But you know what my computer's like? It works fine all week, and then on Friday night it's just like, no, fuck you.
That is a good point. Speaking of computers, while you're getting all this set up, have you watched Henry Cavill building a PC?
No.
So, it was something. It popped up as like somebody put a picture and a comment up on forget which Twitter feed last night. I just spotted it. That's a bit odd, and I dug a little bit, and it's genuinely Henry Cavill has just built himself a gaming PC at home, but he's filmed himself doing it, chopped it all down, and created like a little 5.5-minute Instagram video of him creating it, and it's just bizarre, just because you genuinely don't expect to see Superman building his own PC.
That is very odd. I like the sound of it, if I'm honest.
I enjoyed the video. It's all done to Barry White. It's really, really odd, but really interesting.
That's really bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. So I recommend anybody who's watching. I would like to say we do have some viewers, but it could just be you logging in 3 different places.
No,
that's counting the viewers.
Maybe 2 different places.
Oh, that means we might have one viewer. I ought to really get the feed up in case comments arrive, shouldn't I? Because I don't.
Not a bad idea.
I don't have comments on the screen, so if you are watching, you do send comments, and I don't reply to your comment. It's purely because I haven't seen it. Now I have to remember how to get to the live feed. Because in your own YouTube menu, you would have expected it to be easy. Well, there we go.
You'd think, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But that's thinking. That's just, Oh, right, I better mute myself.
Oh, you're going to be the cause of the 3-second delay.
Right, I've got it. It's gone.
Right.
So how's your setup coming on? Are you
Good,
broadcasting?
Nearly there, yeah. Mostly. It's ludicrous, isn't it?
Yeah. For the people watching, we only started setting this up half an hour ago.
Shut
up. This is what it takes on a Friday night. I sit here and talk about Henry Cavill, and he presses lots of buttons and does stuff.
I do press lots of buttons if it helps. Okay, I'm live and it feeds live, so that
Yay!
is a good combination, and everything seems to be running quite smoothly. So that's always nice. Just going to send out my Discord messages. It's not going to work now. Because why would it?
Yeah. Yeah. There's not a lot we can say, is that?
Why would something that was working 20 seconds ago not work now?
It's
Honestly.
just everything.
So, a nice week? What have you been up to?
Work. It has been mostly work, actually. Yeah, that's it. Nothing particularly exciting. I have been enjoying, and I suppose part of the reason we're doing this night as well, I have been enjoying some lunchtime F1 though.
Yeah, I have enjoyed a little bit of lunchtime F1 as well. Mainly spinning out around Australia at the start, trying to get around at least one lap with the pack. Not really being
not going well. Oh well,
no, not going well at all. If I'm honest, unfortunately, it's been awkward. Yeah.
Well, there's a chance to practice tonight because we're gonna kick off our league, which our league consists of me and you at the moment.
It does, yeah. It's not a big league, I'm not gonna lie.
I am hopeful that somebody may join us at some point. We'll maybe convince Ali to buy it on PS4 so he owns it on every platform, and then come and join us.
How many would that be? Yeah.
Yeah, but at least we will not be driving on our own because I believe, and we haven't actually started the league yet, so we don't know what we're going into. But I do believe AI will fill the grid, so it won't just be two of us driving around.
Okay. Well, that is probably an issue for me then.
Or is it an issue for the AI?
I don't know about that. Honestly, it's just terrible. I'm so bad in the back. I'm used to these racing games where I can just throw it around corners and use people as breaking points. And apparently, in open wheel racing, it's not the done thing.
Nope. No, it doesn't quite work. You tend to lose a lot of speed.
Yeah, this is bad, and a lot of spinning. Done a lot of spinning.
So what?
Help me, Matt, please.
Right. So, because this is the first thing, I presume I am on the league screen, and there's like a box in the middle that says next league event. I am going to hit that now, and I assume that will start the session off.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I don't know. We haven't done any of this other than set it up and set the rules up, which we'll talk about the rules as we're going through. I haven't done anything with it. So if you're about ready as well, we will see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just about ready.
It says joining a session. Communicating with online services. Right, so we're in the lobby. We appear to be. Oh, I am in the lobby anyway. I think it's just waiting for you.
I'm in the lobby. I'm still on the start screen.
Right. Okay, so it looks like in the lobby you've got like half an hour to join the lobby. Don't take half an hour. That will be really boring.
Really
but you have got a bit of time.
Superbly dull.
So, so it looks like we've got the lobby, and it looks like in the lobby you can also select your assists.
Now, this is something I wanted to talk to you about.
Right. So, no, this is good. Because we had a bit of a conversation earlier today, because I set the assists basically to how I'm playing at the moment.
And that's my issue.
Yes, they weren't quite good enough, were they? It was a bit of a challenge for you.
It's not good enough, and I don't mind a challenge. No. And I'll be honest, on track, if I had clear track, I was putting in similar lap times to the leaders in terms of the AI, and I know they're not going to be the quickest because they were at the top end of easy, I think.
What number was it at? Do you remember?
Maybe it was 20.
Right, I have upped it to 30.
So I was putting in good lap times, but my problem is in the pack. I'm not used to driving this class of vehicle with other drivers. So in normal kind of the rallycross stuff, I can hold my own because I can arge and barge a little. But in this, like, you do that and it's game over, isn't it? Because you spin out, you crash out. So I'll be honest, it's more I've got to learn the game. Is the harsh reality of it. I need to learn the game.
Okay.
But if we can dial the assists up a little bit to help me learn the game and then drop them down gradually, I would like that.
So what I noticed, or what I think you can do, and it looks like it's right, is you can, in effect, set which assists people can play with and which are locked off. So what I've done is I've, in effect, barring braking assist, because I genuinely don't think you need braking assist.
Yeah. No.
I've locked.
Well, ABS
I haven't
anyway,
locked anything else off. So you can have full traction control. You can select ABS, which I do recommend anyway, because I have that on, and you can select quite a lot of other things. I've also switched it so there's no damage. So we
Okay, this is
can.
good. I like
We'll
this.
do the first few races. For the people watching, we're saying first few races. We're probably going to do these once a fortnight. So we're going to be talking. You might be 6 to 8 weeks in, and then we'll maybe switch the damage to reduced damage instead of off, and we'll make it a little. We can add these things in.
I'm not
from
gonna
your,
lie, I'm expecting to be at the back of the grid because although I don't know if you can you. Oh, you can't see me yet. Can you see my logo yet?
I haven't got what in the lobby.
Yeah.
No, you're not in the lobby yet.
Oh, we're not. I should be.
No, it's still showing you as AI.
Oh, maybe I need to go to event.
Yes.
Anyway, I will. Look, I got into the league page. Come on, help me out with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you're in the. Oh, your umbrella. Nice.
I'm not gonna lie. I spent more time setting up my logo than I have doing laps.
Very good.
Okay, so.
So anyway, yeah. So on the assist, it's probably R1 on the pad. In the assist bit, this is where you can select what you want. So obviously you'll probably want traction control on full. You'll want anti-lock brakes on. We had a bit of a chat earlier on about AI difficulty because to a degree, obviously, we want them easy enough so that you feel like you're making progress and you're not sat at the back the entire time.
But the reason I'm sat at the back the entire time is because I get too close, or because I'm either too aggressive, or when I'm not aggressive, someone outbreaks me into the rear of me and I get penalised. So the reason I'm at the back is because I'm crashing out. It's not because I'm struggling against the AI. I'm struggling against my own abilities, I think.
What me and Ali found with the last sort of 2018 and 29 versions is we think we were setting the AI difficulty too easy, and we probably have got it too easy at the moment because they're not as competitive and they're not as good with their racecraft. So they tend to be out, and I found it playing just quick races as well. They're a bit of a liability. They do things which you look and go, you just wouldn't have done that. So we'll see how it goes. We may end up increasing the difficulty level if they're doing really dumb things. But we'll see how we're doing because I think the difficulty changes the racecraft.
I'm doing really dumb things.
Well, then we can leave it on the difficulty it's at. But it affects the lap times and things like that. So we'll see how we go with the difficulty. But basically, we're set up to do a full season. We are not going to do full length of everything. We've got a half-hour practice session to begin with. I think doing the practice and just putting some laps in on the different tyres is really useful. One-shot qualifying. So I think that means we'll both in effect do the lap at the same time up against Ghosts, so there shouldn't be anybody in the way. And then race distance 25%, which is usually 12 to 18 laps depending on the length of the course. It's usually enough to get in it, and it means you get a pit stop as well. I've got this. Pit control is automatic. You don't need to worry about that. You just drive into the pit.
I just point at the pit and then
that
it
is
does the rest.
all you need to do.
God for that.
Safety cars on. So if there are incidents, there will be the safety car, which I have found in the career modes that happens nearly every single race. That there are safety cars. That's quite interesting. This one's a little bit more for me, but corner cutting stringency I've put on very strict, or as strict as you can, because I am a bugger for cutting corners. So it isn't fair on other races. And yeah, basically full rules and flags, and it's a manual race start as well, which would be quite interesting.
Okay, and I can't alter the DRS assist or the fuel assist or ERS.
You can't change the assists, but you can use them. So your DRS should be
triangle.
Well, you should be manual anyway. You should just hit the button when you.
Yeah, I need to know when to hit the button, right?
You get a beep.
Do you?
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Well, you will notice this in the practice session. When you go into a DRS zone, you'll get a beep. And obviously in the race, you only get it when you're within a second of somebody in front anyway, but then you'll get a beep. So there's a little sign at the side of the track. Yeah, you probably will now. There's a little sign at the side of the track that says DRS. I think in Australia there's maybe only 1 or 2 sections.
Okay.
And you'll get a beep, and so you activate it then, and that'll let you go with it. ERS, to be honest, it's entirely up to you whether you use it or not. The AI difficulty should be low enough that it doesn't really come into effect. It'll be automatic through qualifying anyway, because it's just the engine mode. It automatically puts it in. It will run normally. And then what was the other one? What you say?
Fuel assist.
Fuel assist. That just means you can change between lean, normal, and rich fuel modes. I just don't recommend switching because I did that in one of the races with Ali and I ran myself out of fuel with 2 laps to go. It's not a good move. So
it's not just me that makes stupid mistakes.
Yeah, it was a really bad one. I think I was winning as well. I was on for a win. It was I think it might have even been my first win, and now I ran out of petrol. So yeah, we won't repeat that one.
So does turning traction control at full for me do the same for you, or is this our independent?
This is independent. So I've set some global settings, which are obviously your maximum limits or maximum assists that you can pick from, and then you can choose within that. So I've got mine on medium. I may end up, when I'm more used to the game, I may end up turning that down a little bit further, or turning the traction control off, because I think it's off, medium, and full. So yeah, you can play within it, but you can't go beyond the maximum.
Oh, that's fine then. Okay, so I've turned the traction control up. That might help me. I've played with my linearity on the brakes and the accelerator.
Yeah. Have you put a small amount on?
Yeah, I've put a decent amount on.
20, 30, 40, more?
50, I think.
Okay, we'll see how it does for you, because you can change it in the pause menus anyway.
It seemed to work for me with the traction control on medium. It might be a bit aggressive with it on full, but we'll see how we go.
Well, with it on full, you won't be able to bang 100% throttle, but
I'm
you'd be
heavy
close.
on my triggers and my steering anyway.
So you're probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are we going to ready up then? Shall we get into the practice session and then we can talk through bits as we go along?
Yeah.
All right then. Oh, I'm really excited. I haven't done any 2-player F1 in about a year.
We're going to be teammates.
If we get to choose, that would be my suggestion.
I want to be teammates because I think we should have we should have team orders.